9/11 riot open.
Coming this way again? Yes, sir. That's my job.
I was thinking about what I was going to talk about, and it's one of those things. This whole week and this whole event. Thank you, Kevin Lynch, for putting this all together and making all these individuals who came in damaged, helping us to have come out as a family and come out as not just individuals who. It's okay to be messed up. It's okay to have scars. It's okay to have, scars when you don't see bumps in the road. But it's also okay to talk to others about those scars. And talk to others and give them a hug. This is so much more than just a ride for all of us. It's a start of a journey, a start of a movement. There's been many conversations that we've been talking about first responders and military and everybody, the pain and the struggles that they go through. I've been a firefighter for 22 years in the city of Madison. I did search and recovery at September 11th. I got there the second day, and I was an Air Force medic. Kind of give you an idea of what has happened after 9/11. I went through 2 wives. It's not because I'm a bad cooker or anything like that. This is just a reality of the life that we deal with. I had problems with alcohol. Tried to commit suicide twice. Coming out on the other side of the tunnel is something that's huge. And coming out on the other side of the tunnel and having people like Bob, Kevin, I could name everybody here, that says it's okay. At the 9/11 memorial, I won the hardest times. I'd only been there one time before that. I'm usually a jolly guy. But we learn in the fire service, the military, the police, to shove that aside. Shove that pain deep down inside. I always talk about a closet. When you have PTSD, you have so many things go on in the fire service, in the military, and you get all these boxes. These boxes are traumas that you went through. They're not the same shape, they're not the same size. You shove them in the closet. When you're young, you don't understand that you have to stack them, because every single time you open that door, all of them fall back on top. As I've moved forward in my life, I've learned different tools. There's not a fix-all. There's not one medication that's going to fix everything. There's not one tool that's going to fix everything. There's not a therapist that's going to fix everything. Take somebody like the Qual Foundation, who's taken a multitude of tools to help us to provide these first responders, the military, with the necessity to be able to say, hey, if I need a Halligan to break down this door, I got one. If I need an axe, I've got one. If I don't know what the hell I'm doing, maybe I can ask somebody. But it's about having a multitude of tools to be able to live each day. You don't get a day off from this. And I know the general probably knows this firsthand. Every single individual is different in the way that they come about with grief, depression, anxiety. So we can't have one way to do everything. This is why we're here. We're showing through our actions, not just our words, not our website, not cards, not just handing out coins. We're showing through our actions, through our stories, through our scars, through our really bad sunburn. You guys want to show it? I'll show you my other scar. We're showing through our actions what's possible in this world if we all come together. I had to figure out after 9/11 how I can continue to look at those images and continue to look at the things in my life and go, okay, well, what was good about that? What was good about that? Everybody came together. It didn't matter what race you were, it didn't matter what gender you were, age, it didn't even matter what political party you were. We all went into that pile for humanity. To come out on the other side and say, you know what do you need? I'll go in there. We had guys that were going in there cutting rebar that had never been tunnel wrapped before. If you're under a pile, I don't know, I mean, I'm guessing not a lot of people have been under a pile of rubble, but a pile of rubble that's about 20 feet on top of you, and you're about 8 feet in. At any moment, that could just shift. All you got is a rope and a ladder belt around your waist so that they can find your body if they're collapsing. These individuals went in there and they cut out the rebar so we could continue to go farther. These people didn't know what they were doing. That was the difference. Is that every single person in this room has the opportunity to change that story, to change that stigma, and give somebody who doesn't think that they have another chance at another day in life, give them that hope. That's why we're on this ride of hope. To start that change. Start that ability to remove that stigma and have everybody understand that life is worth living. I believe there's one thing. Last day I was on the pile. As I was going off, I looked down, and about 8 feet down on one side was a baby boy. I asked the chief that was next to me, and I said, can I go out and get that? So I went down the hole, I got it. There's no body under it. But it was something that I took away from me. I held it all the way until I got to the car, and I drove home in. I made a blanket for my son. So all those people that didn't get another day, that he could maybe have that, that feeling to move forward. Now I still have pieces of it. And some people in my life that meant a lot. It's a reminder. It's not a burden. It's a reminder that we all move forward. We all have to move forward one step at a time, and we'll do it together. So thank you so much for everything you do. Appreciate it. Thank you.
No.
Okay, good.